Hi, sweethearts. It's Kimberley here from kimberleylevel.com, and I'm super excited to talk with you today about how your mindset is paramount to your business success. And so, if you don't know me, my background is as a transpersonal psychotherapist. I facilitate people to greater consciousness, to connect with their intuition, to really dive deep into the unconscious patterns that keep them sabotaging their money, their business, their life, and their dreams. And so, a lot of people talk about mindset and they think about the law of attraction, they think about affirmations, and they may work for some people. My experience is that affirmations um, aren't the greatest tool for us to transform our mindset. And they don't go deep enough. So it's a little bit like, if you imagine a garden, it's a little bit like trying to plant beautiful flower seeds in a garden that's full of weeds. So your mind is like an iceberg. And I've spoken about this many times. Your mind is like an iceberg, and the tip of the iceberg is the conscious mind. And so your conscious mind has all kinds of goals and targets that you're wanting to create in your life or in your business. And the problem is that your unconscious mind may be wanting something completely different, right? So you may have a goal, let's say, to make 5K a month, and that's your conscious goal. But your unconscious mind may have all kinds of points of view, limiting beliefs, patterns, stories, not only from this life, sometimes from past lives, from your ancestors, from the collective consciousness. And so all of these beliefs and energies, experiences and stories are stored within the unconscious mind and within our energy field, within our, even the physical cells in our body. And so when you have these unconscious beliefs and stories and programs, and we have so many of them, right? And the thing is, you're not conscious of them, okay? So when we have these beliefs in a certain area of our life, what happens is that no matter what our goal is, we may find ourselves sabotaging, not actually taking action on the things that we've said that we wanted to create in our lives or in our businesses. We may not have the confidence to put ourselves forward. So very often I'm working with entrepreneurs, some of whom are highly successful, very, very talented. All the people that I work with are amazing and talented. And yet, even though they know what needs to be done, they can't take action. Or they take action and then things don't go as they planned, and they don't get the outcome that they were wanting. And it isn't because they haven't done the work, okay? So if you are recognizing that this is you, if you're recognizing that there are some unconscious patterns or there's something that's holding you back, and you have taken action, you've done all the right things, okay, you've maybe followed some gurus or coaches who have told you the how to, okay. As a business coach myself, I teach lots of business strategy, um, lots of business models. And here's the thing, there isn't a cookie cutter approach, all right, to business or to life, okay. We are all individuals, we're unique, and the way that we create it is unique. Our personalities are very different, and so certain let's say certain dreams, personal level, may be miles apart, right? Um, I love to live in the country, right? I'm very blessed that I live near the New Forest in the UK, and I love to go and spend time with the trees and with the ponies and the donkeys. I love my photography, so that's just such a joy for me. Um, I'm not really a city girl, right? Whereas for somebody else, maybe for you, you might love to live in the city. Um, so we have these different dreams, these different goals, and so often what I find when working with people is that they're not aligned with their dream, with their business targets, their goals, and with the vision that they have and what they want to create in the world. And this is not to say that I am perfect, far from it, right? We are all as human beings on this journey, and it's just so interesting. I've spent 30 plus years now working with the unconscious mind. So my background, as I said, a transpersonal psychotherapist, hypnotherapist. I had a hypnotherapy training school for over 10 years, still teach some hypnotherapy. And so the mindset is, as I said, it's about the deep mindset, and not just the mindset, but the energy. So the energy is emotion in movement, in flow. Okay. Often what happens is that when we have a story, when we have a traumatic incident, and it could be something in your childhood, where you perhaps felt as though you couldn't speak up, and in that moment perhaps you were shamed for something that you said, or you felt a lot of fear and that you couldn't speak. All right. These situations are some of the experiences that actually create beliefs that I have to be quiet, I have to hide, it's not safe for me to speak out. Sometimes we've been shamed for things that we've said, and so we might have a belief that we're stupid, or nobody's interested, nobody's listening, nobody hears us. There are all kinds of beliefs that are going on in the unconscious mind, right? And no matter where you are in your life or in your business, these beliefs and energies, because it's not just a belief, it's the whole energy. You may experience anxiety, you may experience shame when it comes to speaking your truth, or you may not even bother putting yourself out there. You may have all kinds of stuff that's going on in the unconscious that you don't consciously know about. And so the deeper mindset is to not just think about positive thinking, but it's to actually look at what is already there within you that is not serving you. And so here's the thing, your unconscious mind is trying to protect you, it's trying to keep you safe. And the problem is that, these situations are situations that happen maybe when you were 3 years old, maybe when you were in the womb, all right? Or as I said, it could be, past life, it could be your ancestors or your family's beliefs around money, around business, around, how life is. It can be the collective, These are all energies, whether it's beliefs, emotions, the stories, the imprinting, that keep you from creating the life that you desire, keep you from creating the business that you desire. And so if we don't clear these beliefs and transform them, if we don't change how we be and take the action that is aligned with the vision and with the dreams, what we're wanting to create in the world, then we're not going to achieve the success that we desire. And so sometimes I've seen people who have had clients who've had amazing success, and then maybe they've had their biggest year income wise, and then they'll find that there's more expenses going out, or there's some massive amount of money that goes out on the launch, and whatever happens, it's like they don't gain the benefit. So the money comes in and then it goes out again, right? And this happens at all levels, from entrepreneurs in startup, it happens on a personal level in our personal lives, and no matter what level you're at in your business, in your life, this sabotage, it's almost like your unconscious mind has a thermostat that keeps you at a certain level. And so often we refer to it as a glass ceiling in terms of income, or an upper limit, right? It's like you unconsciously only feel safe at a certain place, or at a certain income level in your life, or a certain lifestyle. And so then when we upgrade our life, or we upgrade our business in any way, then what happens is often we can't feel maybe out of our comfort zone, we maybe feel guilt, or that we shouldn't have it, we can't hold on to it, we're not at that matching frequency and vibration that allows us to really receive and have all that we said we wanted, right? And that's assuming that we managed to actually manifest or create, actualize what we wanted, right? Because very often people get caught at that level where they can't actualize their goals, they can't actualize their dreams because of these unconscious blocks. And then if they do, often there's some other kind of upper limit feeling or some kind of sabotage that goes on, or another area of their life that, sometimes people have the experience where they can have success in, let's say, in their business, and yet they can't have that success or maintain that success in their relationships. So it kind of can be like an either or. And often this is for a lot of people that, we have areas of our life that we can be doing really well, and then areas of our life that are not so well. So it's not about making ourselves wrong. It's just about looking at, well, what is it that's happening here and how can we change this? And so the work that I've done with many clients and students over the years, because I teach as well a lot healing modalities and coaching methods that will support a lot of people that I work with, coaches and teachers, trainers that support their clients to actually get the deep transformation that is needed. And so in just a very short time, people can actually clear beliefs that they may have had for years, right? So I hope that's kind of given you a little bit of food for thought. And if you haven't looked into, the deep mindset, what I want to say to you is, find somebody that can work with you at that deeper level, that can actually work with the unconscious mind. And it isn't necessarily that it's hypnosis, as I said, that's some of my background, but I work also as an intuitive, as an energy healer. So I am known for my laser sharp intuition. I actually hear people's unconscious beliefs and I see their stories, their patterns, right? And I feel them. And so it doesn't take, many years ago when I was coaching, when I worked as a therapist, it might take several sessions, it might take a few months to transform patterns. I did work a lot with people with severe trauma and very, very challenging issues. And so, what is really interesting for me to look back on now is that, I always was very much connected with my intuition, and a lot of the times when I was working with clients, I had certain parameters that I had to work within, right? A lot of the time I was working within agencies, and when I took my business freelance, when I took my business online, what I discovered was that I can work much quicker with people, and also to be able to get to the root issue very quickly when I could work outside of the box. And so, even though we have a lot of talk around business coaching and mindset, still it's not completely mainstream outside of the spiritual field or the consciousness field to actually work in this way. But I would encourage you to check out how this works, because it really is about finding the unconscious belief and transforming it. And you will be amazed. I mean, lots of the things that I've seen people, I've worked with clients who were struggling in their business, or who were in a corporate job and they wanted to set up their own business. And within a very short space of time, that I've had clients that have, from a business point of view, that have created six-figure businesses or six-figure jobs. I have had clients that have double, triple, quadrupled their income. I've done that myself using these strategies and processes. I've had personal clients, my life coaching clients, who have sold their house when it's been on the market for over a year, right? They have gone into new relationships when they haven't been in relationship for a long time, yeah? So things can happen quickly. And I also want to say that, it isn't, I know it is, business success isn't an overnight thing, right? I'm sure that many of you realize that. But it is about doing the deeper work, because once we've done that deep work, and once we have more of these tools and have access to more of our intuition, more of our awareness, it changes everything. In our business, for example, we can connect with our business, connect with our intuition, and to gain the insight and the guidance and the direction in terms of who we are here to be in the world, who we're here to serve in the world, what direction the business desires to go in. Because your business, whilst it's very much connected with you, it's also its own entity, its own energy, and it has a purpose, right? There are these visions that come through you. Not everything that we think about or decide is our little brain. All right, so our higher self, more of our super conscious, is really such a valuable tool to be able to harness and to be able to support us in creating our grand vision, or embodying that vision, birthing that vision in the world. And what I see happening often is people kind of getting so bogged down by the rational mind, and it has its place, right? So I'm not making it wrong. Business models, business strategies, marketing, the how-tos, all of that has a place, and there is, a balance of the mindset, the strategy, the energetics, right? The energetics is kind of like what creates the vibration and the frequency. And if you've read the law of attraction, or I guess most people have by now, I would hope anyway. If you read the law of attraction, you'll know that in order to have something, you need to be that energy. So you need to be a vibrational match, and that means being aligned with what you're wanting, what you're asking for, right? Ask and receive. And we receive when we're aligned with what we're asking for. And so often people are asking for something that they don't really want. It's maybe something they think they want. Very often people, want a certain amount of income, they want, a certain relationship, they want a certain house, and all of those things are external things. And they want those things, not just for those things. They want those things because they think that those things will make them happy. Those things will give them peace. All kinds of these dreams and desires we have obligated to make us happy, to give us financial security, all right, or emotional security. So here's the thing, a little tip here, or two or three. So look at what it is that you're wanting to create in your life, or what your target is, and what is it that you think that will give you. Because when we have an agenda, often that will keep us separate from the vision or from the goal. For example, if you want to have a certain amount of income, in order for you to feel financially secure and to feel safe, then often on an unconscious level, the lesson there could be that you need to feel that security within you. Okay? And so it's kind of like a false agenda, if you like. So it's not that we can't have the income, the money, the relationship, the house, whatever it is, but it's like, what is it that we're attaching to it? What are we making significant about it? And what is it that often what happens is we're trying to meet an internal need by using an external goal. And when we do that, it's like we can't have something unless we can be it. So, for example, if you want to feel financially secure, then like when you are financially secure, how we feel. You might feel relaxed, you might feel a sense of relief and ease, and what difference will that make in your world? Yeah. So it is not a simple case of, right, let's set this goal, let's do A, B, C, D, and then we will get the outcome that we want. So I hope this has been interesting for you. I've so much more to share on this topic, and if you're interested, either if you're a healer or a psychic or a coach, and you're interested to look at how you can utilize these rapid transformational tools to take your clients much deeper, much quicker, and to support them with that, then check out my website, which is www.kimberleylevel.com. And if you're interested in learning how to do this with clients, there's some certified training that I offer. So do check that out. There are a couple of different modalities that I utilize based on working with the unconscious mind. So check out the theta healing training. I'm super excited right now because the situation where we're in, that this is going to be something that I'm going to be teaching online. And usually it's face to face. So if you've been looking for something that will help your clients go deeper, or if you're just on a personal level, know that you're desiring change, in whether that's in your personal life or in your business, then these tools are going to really support you in transforming the unconscious blocks that are going on, but also giving you these tools that you can use for the rest of your life, right? So I hope this has been interesting for you, and I would love to share more about this with you. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop me an email from my website, and I look forward to sharing with you again soon. Much love, and bye for now.